Breaking news. Anthropic has just released Claude Opus 5, and it redraws the line between flagship intelligence and everyday price. July 24, 2026. Here is everything that matters. The headline in one line: Frontier-class intelligence at half the cost. Opus 5 comes within a hair of Anthropic's flagship, Fable 5, on the hardest coding and knowledge work, while costing the same as its predecessor. $5 per million input tokens. 25 per million output. It more than doubles its predecessor's agentic coding score, and triples the next best model on novel problem solving. Start with the work that matters most: real code, in a real terminal. On Frontier Bench, Opus 5 scores 43.3%. That is more than double Opus 4.8, and comfortably ahead of both Fable 5 and the latest GPT reasoning model. On agentic terminal coding, there is a new number one, and here is the full picture, straight from Anthropic's own announcement. Take it row by row. Agentic terminal coding, 43.3%, the best in the world. Knowledge work, 1861, a new state-of-the-art. Novel problem solving, 30.2, 3 times the next best. Agentic search, 90.8. Computer use, 70.6, beating Fable 5's best at a third of the cost. Business workflows, 26%, 1.5 times the field. And notice what honesty looks like, where Opus 5 does not win, a narrow legal benchmark, one health evaluation. Anthropic prints those numbers too. The pattern is unmistakable. The Coral column wins almost everywhere, often at half the cost of the systems it beats. And it does not only win at the top. Push the effort dial anywhere: high, extra high, max. Opus 5 delivers more correct work per dollar than anything else on the market. Fable 5 needs nearly $30 a task to reach a score Opus 5 passes at 15. The frontier did not just move. It got dramatically cheaper. Now the number that should make everyone stop. ARCAG 3 tests novel problem solving, puzzles the model has never encountered. Opus 5 scores 30.2%. The next best model manages 7.8. Its predecessor, 1.5. That is not an improvement. That is a different category. The breadth is just as striking. On God P-Val knowledge work, 1861, a new state-of-the-art. On computer use, 70.6%, beating Fable 5's best result at a third of the cost. On end-to-end business automation, 26%, roughly 1.5 times the next best model. Science gets a lift too. Opus 5 beats its predecessor on every life sciences evaluation Anthropic ran, up 10.2 percentage points on organic chemistry tasks like reading molecular structures from spectroscopy data, and 7.7 points on predicting how protein variants behave. It is now Anthropic's most capable generally available model for research. More power usually means more risk. Not this time. On Anthropic's behavioral audit, Opus 5 posts the lowest misalignment score of any recent model, 2.3. Lower than Sonnet 5, lower than its predecessor, lower even than Mythos 5. The most capable everyday model is also the most aligned, and that combination is the real story. And Anthropic drew a deliberate line on safety. On OS/fuzz, Opus 5 nearly matches Mythos 5 at finding vulnerabilities in open source code, 79.4%. But at turning those into working exploits, it completes 4 challenges where Mythos 5 completes 13. It will help you secure your software. It will not help anyone break it. For your stack, Opus 5 is live today on the Claude API, in Claude Code, on Claude.ai, and on AWS Bedrock for private enterprise inference, with no data retention requirement. Fast mode runs 2.5 times quicker. And if a request ever trips a safety classifier, it falls back to Opus 4.8 automatically. Your agents never stop working. The industry noticed immediately. Cursor calls it near Fable intelligence at Opus speed and cost. Cognition, the team behind Devon, highlights root cause debugging that other models miss. Zapier ran a full churn prevention flow end-to-end at 100%. Lovable measured a 22% jump on the hardest agentic coding, with far less variance run to run. This is the model teams are shipping. So remember the date. July 24, 2026, the day near Frontier Intelligence stopped being the premium tier and became the default. Every model that comes next has a new floor to clear. Claude Opus 5. Available today.